You think that's wise?
An island named after Bucklebury Tanner? I'll not miss this for anything.
We need to find our way to the cliff top first. I'm always amazed when I see plants growing in such isolated places. There's something in. I wonder how long that anchor has been here. It feels like it's glued to the rock. It must be the rust. I can't lean out far enough to reach them. The waves keep pushing the planks against the... It's the wreck of a small boat. The constant battering of the waves must have smashed it against the cliff. No, who'd want a sunken boat? I can pull it free. They can't be removed from the cliff. They're attached too securely. These iron rings are rusty from the sea spray. I wonder what they were used for. Senor Briscoe?
Yes?
Could you help me with that anchor? It's stuck fast.
I think not, Captain. Don't you have crew members who can help you out?
Where do you want to go? Diego?
Yes?
There's an anchor I need your help with.
This is why you shouldn't be captain. You need some muscle.
A captain needs brains. A good, valuable crew is all the muscle that's needed.
Very well. I'll help you.
What's wrong with the privy?
You know the mackerel soup Kylo made? Every member of the crew has been, you know.
Yes, I get the picture. I'm glad I had the tuna.
Ow!
Oh no, I hope he's all right. I must bring him round. Wow, that's heavy. Wake up, Diego. That didn't work. I've wanted to do this for a long time. Ow, that hurt. He has a face like a marble, but not so pretty. Diego, wake up, please. The gently approach doesn't work. Fire! The ship's burning!
Tell the farm member.
What? Captain's on the bridge!
Oh, prisoner incorrect, sir.
Pity I don't have more time to train him while he's like this. It's pretty heavy, but I should be able to fire the grappling hook further than I can throw it. A perfect shot. It worked first time. Mama taught me the dangers of picking unknown mushrooms. These mushrooms have an appealing shape. What is that? An unknown floating object? No need to burden myself with unnecessary items. This man seemed very relaxed. Excuse me, hello?
Yeah? What?
Hello, I'm Morgane Castillo, and this is Thomas Briscoe.
Great. It's good of you to drop by. I hope you don't mind if I don't get up.
We are sorry to disturb you.
It's okay. My meditation can wait until later.
Do you always snore when you meditate?
Ah, that wasn't snoring. It was my meditation chant.
Can you tell me who you are?
I'm Buck, of course.
Do you have a last name?
Nah, I'm just called Buck.
Have you lived here long?
I've been here all my life. It's so peaceful I never wanted to leave.
Do you know a man called Buckleberry Tanner?
Sure do. That was my dad. He was a great man and madly in love with my mother.
Did he name the island after himself?
Yep. Mother thought it was funny and teased him about it.
Is your mother still alive?
No, she died when I was young. Dad stayed here until I was old enough to look after myself.
Do you know anything about the golden turtle?
Of course I do.
It's true then that your father discovered its whereabouts?
Sure did. He was a great explorer.
Would you say it's difficult to find?
Yes. When do you want me to say?
What?
When should I say it's difficult to find?
Oh, everyone's a comedian. I don't suppose you know Uncle Eduardo.
Yes. How is he? I haven't seen him since Dad was last year. They used to travel everywhere together.
Really?
Oh yeah. They were almost inseparable.
We found a map that pointed to this island. We think it's connected to the Golden Turtle.
I don't see how.
Perhaps your father left something here on the island.
He never left anything here. Well, apart from the monument to my mother.
Could we see it?
If you can get over there, it's on one of the other island columns.
I'll take it with me. Senor Briscoe,
Yes?
could you imagine yourself living in a place like this?
Possibly. I've spent most of my life in the stress of business, so I could definitely enjoy some peace and relaxation. But Elizabeth could never live in such an isolated place.
Without her friends to play cards with, she'd have to take up solitaire. Oh, how awful.
Excuse me?
I didn't say anything. This is a strange contraption. I wonder what it does. I shouldn't touch it until I know what it does. It could be something lethal. This lamp looks like a gravy boat with a wick stuck into it. There's no oil in it. This bucket's completely rotten. What has this had in it?
I used to use it for, well, you know.
Ugh! I'm not touching that. Unless I'm daydreaming, this plant seems to have... I don't think so. If the plant bit me, no one would believe a word of it. Don't you use your fire?
I burned my last match years ago and haven't been able to relight it.
I bet you're sick of eating raw fish.
I think that's why my bucket rotted.
What's this?
It used to be the handle of the bucket, but I straightened it when the bucket rotted. I use it to scratch my feet while I'm lying in my hammock.
Laziness is the mother of invention.
You can borrow it if you like.
Thanks. Mama taught me that these mushrooms I can't cross the bridge until it's fixed. There's a gap in the... Don't you use... I bet you're...
I think that's...
I can't lean out far enough to reach them. Senor Briscoe, can you help me reach this plank? Thank you, senor.
My pleasure. I just hope a soggy piece of wood was worth it.
That's fixed the gap in the bridge. The bridge is too unstable to walk on. That was harder work than it should have been. I hope Buck appreciates that
I'm going to wait here.
Seagulls are so noisy, they're getting on my nerves. Those birds will bite me if I try and touch them. I hope it isn't flea-ridden. Perhaps I can scare them away. Throwing food was a mistake. I need something else. I'll take it with me. The pistol isn't loaded. I'm not going to throw it at them. Oh, I hope this doesn't ruin my magnificent new sword. The brushwood looks very dry. Those birds will bite me if I try and touch them. I can't lower the drawbridge. The mechanism isn't working. The mechanism should operate the drawbridge. I'd like to look down, but my stomach... I've never been good at diving, especially when the surface is littered with stone. Buck,
What can I do for you?
what's that strange device?
That's where I press my nuts.
Pardon?
I use it to extract oil from nuts.
There's too much wind on the platform to use matches. I'll have to find some other way to light the fire. It's a nut press. I can't use it until I load it with nuts. I need something to collect the oil in. I'm pleased I only need a little. To fill the lamp would take all day. I hope the sound scares them away. Haha, I'll take that. Now I can create sparks by rubbing the rocks together.
Wow, you lit the fire!
I'm sure you could have done so if you tried.
I'd do anything for a cooked meal.
That will stop me burning my fingers. That didn't take long to cook. Here, would you like some cooked fish?
You bet. I owe you a favor for that.
But
What can I do for you?
can you tell me who you are?
I'm Buck.
Do you have a laugh?
Nah,
Have you lived here long?
I've been here all my life. It's so peaceful.
We found a map that pointed to this island.
Perhaps your father left.
He never left any.
Could we see it?
If you can get over there, it's on one of the other.
Do you know anything about...
Of course I do.
It's true then that your father...
Sure did.
Would you say it's difficult to...
Yes?
What?
When should I say it's...
Oh, everyone... Senor Brisk,
Yes?
could you imagine yourself
Possibly. But Elizabeth...
without her friends to play cards?
Excuse me.
I didn't say it. It's a nut press. I can't use it until I load it with nuts. But
What can I do for you? What can I do?
it isn't working. The mechanism... But
What can I do for you?
there's a cogwheel missing from the drawbridge mechanism.
Yes, I have it here.
You said you owed me a favor for cooking the fish.
Oh, yeah. Here you go.
I can't capture it with my bare hands. It could bite me. I need to trap it somehow. I'm not. I wonder if it's the one Diego. That didn't work. I wonder if Diego has any ideas. So I'll need to find a way to wake him up. Senor Britt,
Yes?
could you imagine your...
Possibly. But Elizabeth...
without her? I did... But
What can I do?
What happened?
you took a little nap.
So why is my head bleeding?
Now, that's just weird. Diego...
Oh, I took a real whack to the back of my head. But I'll soon be fine.
Diego...
Oh, I took a real whack to the back of my head.
They can't be removed from the cliff. They're attached to secure... Where do you want to go? This is the painting I completed in my dream. How is it possible? It says here that the sleepy fly is related to the tsetse species, and its bite will send someone to sleep for several hours. It also says that these flies are only ever found near rare red plants. Where do you want? Let's say. Where do you want to go? Diego?
Yes?
Are you feeling well, Diego?
Of course I am. But it's the first time I've ever been knocked out.
Anyone else would have split their skull in two.
Oh, I took a real whack to the back of my head. But I'll soon be fine.
I think I found that sleepy fly you told me about. Do you know how to lure it?
I think those flies are attracted to blood.
Oh, could you let me have that bandage you're using?
Well, I suppose. My head has stopped bleeding anyway.
I hope the blood on the bandage will attract the fly. Where do you want? Aha! No bites for Morgane, Senior Fly. Something's happening. I think the mechanism has jammed. The mechanism has jammed before it opened fully. It's been standing idle for years and probably needs lubricating. The mechanism, it's been standing idle. It looks like it's... How wonderful and very mysterious. This small trickle of water creates a pleasing highlight. I can't take water from here. It's just a small trickle. I'll not disturb Carmine's resting place. It seems like there's something carved here, but it's hard to make out with all this dust. I need something to hold the water. There's about enough for 1 or 2 mouthfuls, or in Diego's case, 1 little sip. Tanner must have been passionately in love with his wife to create such a place dedicated to her memory. It would be more respectful to leave it as Tanner intended. There's a glass panel in the plinth. I can't get my fingers into the edges. There's a golden rod behind the glass. One end has been carved into the shape of a turtle. This must be what Tanner's clue was directing us towards. I need something to... There's about enough for 1 or in... I don't want to break it. Just remove it. It fits perfectly, but I can't remove the glass with my bare hands. I didn't place it there to remove it. Straight away. It may be the key to removing the glass panel. It's magnificent. Signor Briscoe?
Hello, Morgane. We wondered what you were up to.
I knew this place existed, but I've never been able to find my way inside.
I was lucky. I had the key.
There was a key?
The broken stone disc.
Ah, I hope you discovered something useful. Did you?
I found this in here.
My goodness, what an absolutely splendid artifact. The turtle would suggest that there's a link to our quest.
My thought exactly.
I just wish Elizabeth was here to see it.
I hope you don't mind. I reopened Carmine's burial chamber.
On the contrary, I've always wondered what was behind that stone pillar. I never expected anything so imposing. Even after all these years, Father still manages to amaze me.
Buckleberry really was something out of the ordinary. Buck, is something wrong?
Seeing this rod has just triggered the memory of the day Dad left the island for good. He told me about this rod and said that if anyone found it, I was to give them some information.
Does it have something to do with the golden turtle?
Perhaps. He said you should go to Atabay Island and talk to a good friend of his.
What's the friend's name? More to the point, where on earth is Atabay Island?
Oh, I'm afraid I can't remember the friend's name, and I've never been away from this island.
It would seem we've come up against a dead end. We don't know the name or location.
Let's head back to the ship. Perhaps we'll find some inspiration there. I should go to my cabin and hope inspiration strikes me. Diego?
Yes?
I found a sleepy fly.
Watch what you're doing with that. If it escapes and bites us, we'll all fall asleep.
Papa.
Yes,
Father, will you please come with me to the old house?
Will you stop asking me about it? I can't believe you won't do as I ask. If you weren't my daughter,
Sorry, Papa.